Here's a curated list of horror films set in outer space, blending classic masterpieces, underrated gems and upcoming releases, all leveraging the terrifying isolation and existential dread of the cosmos. Iconic classics. Alien, released in 1979, directed by Ridley Scott. The plot follows the crew of the Nostromo as they investigate a derelict alien ship, unleashing a deadly xenomorph. It's a claustrophobic masterpiece blending sci-fi and horror, with Sigourney Weaver's Ellen Ripley becoming a genre icon. Legacy pioneered the haunted house in space trope and spawned sequels like Aliens, released in 1986, which shifted to action horror. Event Horizon, from 1997, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. The plot revolves around a rescue crew investigating a vanished spaceship that reappears, now haunted by interdimensional horrors. It's known for its visceral terror and Hellraiser-esque gore. Solaris, from 1972, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky. The story follows a psychologist confronting psychological torment aboard a space station orbiting a sentient planet. This film offers a cerebral, existential horror, contrasting with Alien's visceral scares. Underrated gems. Pandorum, released in 2009, directed by Christian Alvart. The plot revolves around survivors on a colony ship who battle mutated humans and paranoia-induced psychosis. It brilliantly combines claustrophobia with a twist ending. Sunshine, from 2007, directed by Danny Boyle. The story follows astronauts on a mission to reignite the sun, facing psychological breakdowns and cosmic dread along the way. It's inspired by classics like Alien and Solaris. Apollo 18, released in 2011, directed by Gonzalo Lopez Gallego. The plot is a found footage take on a secret lunar mission encountering hostile alien rock creatures. It's polarizing but praised for its eerie realism. Life Force, released in 1985, directed by Tobe Hooper. The plot? Space vampires drain London's population. It's a campy, visually wild blend of sci-fi and horror. Upcoming releases slated for 2025. Ash, directed by Flying Lotus. The plot follows an astronaut, played by Isa Gonzalez, who awakens to find her crew slaughtered. She teams up with a mysterious rescuer, portrayed by Aaron Paul, on a hostile planet. It's described as Lovecraftian horror in space. Mickey 17, directed by Bong Joon-ho. The plot follows a disposable astronaut, played by Robert Pattinson, who clones himself repeatedly on a perilous ice world mission. It delves into themes of identity and existential dread. Influential early works. Planet of the Vampires, from 1965, directed by Mario Bava. The story centers on astronauts who, upon landing on a fog-shrouded planet, succumb to possession by spectral entities. This film is considered an aesthetic and narrative precursor to Alien. It, Terror from Beyond Space, from the year 1958, directed by Edward L. Kahn. The plot revolves around a Martian stowaway who, one by one, picks off a spaceship crew. This film directly inspired Alien's Creature in the Vents premise. Themes and impact. Isolation. Films like Alien and Event Horizon exploit the vulnerability of being light years from help. Cosmic horror. Works like Sunshine and Solaris delve into humanity's insignificance against vast, unknowable forces. Body horror. From chestbursters in Alien to parasitic infections in life, space amplifies biological terror. For a deeper dive, explore sources like Creepy Catalog or Screen Rant for expanded lists and analyses.